Barndominiums and tiny homes are both exploding in popularity right now, but they could not be more different. One gives you massive open space for less money. The other forces you into 400 square feet or less. Today, I am breaking down the honest costs, real lifestyle differences, and helping you figure out which one actually fits your life. Stay until the very end because I am revealing which option surprisingly costs more per square foot, and the answer will shock you. Let's settle this debate once and for all. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are exploring alternative housing options, you have probably looked at both barndominiums and tiny homes. They both promise affordable homeownership, unique living experiences, and freedom from traditional housing. But they deliver those promises in completely opposite ways. I have done extensive research comparing real costs, actual square footage, lifestyle implications, financing challenges, and long-term value for both options. Today, I'm giving you complete, honest information to help you make the right choice for your situation. We are covering 5 key areas. First, what each housing type actually is and who they work best for. Second, the complete, honest cost comparison with real numbers. Third, the lifestyle differences you need to understand. Fourth, financing and resale challenges for both. And fifth, how to decide which is right for you. Before we dive in, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell. We create honest content to help you make smart housing decisions. Smash that like button if you're considering alternative housing. And drop a comment telling me which appeals to you more, barndominiums or tiny homes. Now let's start with what these actually are, what they are, and who they work for. Let me start by clearly defining what we are comparing. A barndominium is a metal building structure, typically 1,500 to 4,000 square feet or larger, that combines living space with workshop or storage areas. The name combines barn and condominium. Barndominiums feature open floor plans, high ceilings often 12 to 20 feet, metal framing and siding, large garage or shop spaces, and full-size kitchens and bathrooms. A tiny home is a compact dwelling typically 100 to 400 square feet maximum. Some definitions allow up to 600 square feet, but most true tiny homes stay under 400. Tiny homes emphasize minimalism and efficient use of every inch, often include loft sleeping areas, can be on wheels for mobility or permanent foundations, and feature scaled-down appliances and fixtures. The size difference is dramatic. A 2,000 square foot barndominium is 5 to 20 times larger than a 200 square foot tiny home. This is not a minor difference. This fundamentally changes how you live. Who barndominiums work best for? Families needing multiple bedrooms, people who work from home requiring dedicated office space, hobbyists needing workshop areas, anyone with vehicles, equipment, or toys requiring storage, people who entertain guests regularly, those transitioning from traditional homes who want space, and rural property owners with land for building. Who tiny homes work best for? Single individuals or couples without children, extreme minimalists comfortable with very limited possessions, people seeking maximum housing affordability, those wanting mobility and travel flexibility, retirees downsizing dramatically, environmentalists prioritizing tiny footprint, and people willing to sacrifice space for financial freedom. The fundamental question is not which is better. The question is which matches your actual lifestyle, needs, and priorities. Complete cost comparison. Now let's talk honest numbers. This is where things get surprising. Barndominium costs in 2025. The cost to build a barndominium ranges from $60 to $160 per square foot complete. For a 2,000 square foot barndominium, expect $120,000 to $320,000 total. The national average is around $230,000 for a complete 2,000 square foot home. Breaking this down, a basic barndominium at $80 per square foot costs $160,000 for 2,000 square feet. A mid-range barndominium at $115 per square foot costs $230,000 for 2,000 square feet. A high-end barndominium at $160 per square foot costs $320,000 for 2,000 square feet. Tiny home costs in 2025. Here's the surprise. Tiny homes cost $150 to $450 per square foot complete. The average is around $290 to $300 per square foot. For a 300 square foot tiny home, expect $45,000 to $135,000 total. The national average tiny home costs around $67,000 complete. Wait, tiny homes cost more per square foot? Yes, absolutely. A tiny home at $300 per square foot costs nearly 3 times more per square foot than a barndominium at $100 per square foot. Why? Because tiny homes still need a complete kitchen, full bathroom, electrical system, HVAC, and plumbing. These fixed costs spread across only 200 to 400 square feet instead of 2,000 square feet. You are buying the same complexity compressed in a much less space. Let me compare total costs directly. A 2,000 square foot barndominium at $115 per square foot costs $230,000 total. You get 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2 to 3 bathrooms, full kitchen, living areas, and often attached garage or shop space. A 300 square foot tiny home at $290 per square foot costs $87,000 total. You get 1 sleeping loft, 1 tiny bathroom, a kitchenette, and a small living area. The barndominium costs $230,000 for 2,000 square feet. That is $115 per square foot. The tiny home costs $87,000 for 300 square feet. That is $290 per square foot. Per square foot, the tiny home costs 2.5 times more. But total cost, the barndominium costs $143,000 more than the tiny home. This is the trade-off. Tiny homes have lower total costs because they are tiny, but you pay premium prices per square foot for that tiny space. If your budget is $90,000 total, a tiny home is your only option. You cannot build a barndominium for that. If your budget is $200,000 to $250,000, a barndominium gives you dramatically more space for similar or even less money per square foot. Additional costs both share. Land purchase if you do not own property. Rural land costs $5,000 to $100,000 plus, depending on location and size. For barndominiums, you typically need 2 to 5 acres minimum. For tiny homes, you can use much smaller lots or rent spaces. Utilities including well, septic, and electrical can add $30,000 to $80,000 for raw land. Permits and fees range from $500 to $5,000 depending on location. Tiny home specific costs. If building on wheels, a quality trailer costs $4,500 to $11,000. Lot rental if you do not own land costs $250 to $1,500 per month. Transportation costs if moving the tiny home run $1,000 to $5,000. Barndominium specific costs. Site preparation on larger properties costs $10,000 to $40,000. Larger foundations cost $12,000 to $30,000. Shop or garage finishing adds cost beyond basic living space. Lifestyle differences. The lifestyle differences between barndominiums and tiny homes are enormous. Let me be completely honest about what each lifestyle actually involves. Tiny home lifestyle realities. You own very few possessions. Everything you own must fit in 200 to 400 square feet, including furniture, clothes, kitchen items, and personal belongings. No hoarding. No keeping things just in case. No room for hobbies requiring equipment. Limited privacy if you share the space. In a 300 square foot tiny home with a partner, you are always together. There is no separate bedroom, no office to close the door, no escape. Cooking is challenging. Tiny kitchens have mini fridges, 2-burner stoves, tiny ovens, and minimal counter space. Meal prep for guests is nearly impossible. Entertaining is extremely limited. You might fit 4 people total in your tiny home. Hosting dinner parties or family gatherings happens outside or not at all. Storage is constant Tetris. Every item needs a designated spot. Seasonal clothes get rotated. Sports equipment does not fit. Buying anything new means getting rid of something else. Shower and bathroom are tight. Many tiny home showers are 30 by 30 inches. Toilets might be composting models. Getting ready in the morning in a tiny bathroom is challenging. Weather impacts you more. Tiny spaces feel cramped when you cannot go outside. Long winters or rainy periods in 300 square feet can feel suffocating. Working from home is difficult without dedicated office space. Your desk is your kitchen table. Your bedroom is your office. Separation does not exist. Barndominium lifestyle realities. You have actual space to spread out. A 2,000 square foot barndominium feels like a normal home because it is a normal-sized home. Multiple people can be home, doing different activities without being on top of each other. Full kitchens allow real cooking. Standard appliances, full counter space, and room to prep meals for families or guests. Normal hosting works. Privacy exists. Separate bedrooms with doors. Home offices that close. Bathrooms you do not share. Space to be alone when needed. Storage is not an issue. Closets, garages, pantries, and dedicated storage areas mean you keep normal amounts of possessions without stress. Hobbies and projects have space. Workshop areas, craft rooms, home gyms, or hobby spaces fit in barndominiums. You can have tools, equipment, and projects without sacrificing living space. Normal life continues. Kids have room to play. Pets have space. Guests can visit and stay over. Life does not require constant adaptation. The honest truth. Tiny home living requires significant lifestyle sacrifice. It works beautifully for people who genuinely want extreme minimalism. It becomes miserable for people who try thinking they want minimalism, but actually need more space. Barndominium living is closer to traditional home living. You get normal space in a more affordable metal structure. The lifestyle adjustment is minimal. Financing and resale. This is critical information many people ignore until it's too late. Tiny home financing challenges. Traditional mortgages rarely work for tiny homes. Most lenders have minimum loan amounts of $50,000 to $100,000. Many require homes to meet minimum square footage, often 600 to 1,000 square feet. Tiny homes fail both requirements. Tiny homes on wheels are considered RVs or vehicles by many lenders, not real estate. This means RV loans with higher interest rates and shorter terms instead of 30-year mortgages. Your financing options for tiny homes include personal loans with higher interest rates, RV loans if on wheels, home equity loans if you own other property, or paying cash by saving up. Many tiny home buyers pay cash, which delays the purchase but avoids financing challenges. Tiny home resale challenges. Tiny homes are a niche market. Far fewer buyers want tiny homes than traditional homes. This means longer time to sell and often lower resale values. Tiny homes do not appreciate like real estate. If on wheels, they depreciate like vehicles. Appraisals are difficult without comparable sales nearby. Barndominium financing is easier, but not simple. Traditional mortgages are possible for barndominiums, but require working with lenders experienced in barndominium financing. The challenge is that barndominiums are unique, so finding comparable sales for appraisals can be difficult in some areas. Your best financing options include farm credit lenders who specialize in barndominiums, construction of permanent loans, and some conventional lenders if the barndominium meets their standards. Barndominium resale is generally good. Barndominiums are increasingly mainstream. Buyer demand is growing nationally, especially in rural areas. Well-built barndominiums appreciate similar to traditional homes. Unique features like shops or large open spaces attract specific buyer types. The key difference? Barndominiums are seen as real estate. They sit on foundations, have traditional square footage, and function as normal homes. This makes financing and selling much more similar to traditional homes. Tiny homes occupy a gray area between vehicles and real estate. This creates financing and resale complications that many buyers do not anticipate. How to decide which is right? Let me help you make this decision with a practical framework. Choose a tiny home if your total housing budget is under $100,000 and you have no other option. You are single or a couple without kids and do not plan on kids. You genuinely embrace minimalism and already live with very few possessions. You want mobility to travel or move frequently. You prioritize environmental impact over personal space. You are retired or semi-retired with minimal possession needs. You can pay cash and do not need financing. Do not choose a tiny home if you have kids or plan to have kids. Kids in tiny homes is extremely challenging. You work from home and need dedicated workspace. You have hobbies requiring equipment or space. You own vehicles, tools, or recreational items. You value privacy when sharing your home. You plan to entertain guests or host family. You need financing and cannot qualify for personal or RV loans. Choose a barndominium if you have a housing budget of $150,000 to $400,000. You need at least 1,500 to 2,000 square feet to live comfortably. You have a family or plan to have children. You work from home and need office space. You have hobbies, tools, vehicles, or equipment. You want workshop or storage space. You plan to stay in one location long term. You want a home that appreciates in value. You value space and do not want constant lifestyle sacrifice. Do not choose a barndominium if your total housing budget is under $120,000. You cannot find affordable land or already own very small lots. Your area has zoning that prohibits barndominiums. You genuinely want minimal living space and possessions. You want maximum mobility and travel flexibility. You cannot get construction financing. The honest comparison. Tiny homes offer the lowest total cost, but highest cost per square foot and most lifestyle sacrifice. You trade space and comfort for financial freedom and mobility. Barndominiums offer much more space for reasonable cost per square foot with minimal lifestyle sacrifice. You get a normal home at lower cost than traditional construction. For most families, couples planning families, or anyone working from home, barndominiums make far more sense. For single minimalists, retirees downsizing dramatically, or those prioritizing absolute lowest cost and mobility, tiny homes can work beautifully. The wrong choice is choosing a tiny home, thinking you will adapt when you actually need space. Tiny home living is not for everyone. Be brutally honest about your actual needs and lifestyle. Let me summarize this for you. Tiny homes cost more per square foot, around $290 average, but much less total, around $67,000 average. They require extreme minimalism, offer very limited space, and face financing and resale challenges. They work for single people, minimalists, and those prioritizing absolute lowest total cost. Barndominiums cost less per square foot, around $115 average, but more total, around $230,000 for 2,000 square feet. They provide normal living space, allow standard lifestyles, and have better financing and resale options. They work for families, those needing space, and anyone wanting normal home amenities. Neither is better or worse. They serve completely different needs and lifestyles. The key is matching your choice to your actual life, not to a romanticized idea of minimalism or country living. If this video helped clarify the differences, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We create honest comparisons and guides to help you make smart housing decisions. Drop a comment and tell me what you would choose and why. I read every comment and love hearing your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Now go make the right housing choice for your actual life. I will see you in the next video.